Hi, it's Evangeline from etrailer.com, and today we are looking at our Hollywood Racks destination 4-bike platform style rack here on our 2020 Mazda CX-5. So this is a great bike rack if you're looking for something that is lightweight and easy to install. It's a good entry-level 4-bike platform rack, so you can still carry all your bikes without having to pay too much. The way our bike is mounted to this bike rack is by 2 wheel straps and this frame mount over here. If you look at the frame mount, this works really well with non-traditional bike frames or traditional ones because of its 360 rotation. To dismount the bike, you just start with these wheel straps. So I recommend holding onto the bike a little bit as you press that lever and pull up on the strap. That's one strap. And here's our second strap. Just push that lever, pull up on that strap. Then we go over here to the frame mount. Hold on to the bike while you do this. As you press that lever, you need to figure out the best way to hold on to your bike. Press that lever, push that strap out. Then you can lift your bike up and over, and you're ready to go on a ride. With the bike out of the way, I like to just put the straps back so that they're not flying around while I am driving around. Also makes it look nice and neat. So let's take a look at the cradles on this bike rack. Over here you can see the cradles, and they fit bike widths, tire widths of up to 3 inches. So we have this nice cradle here with this excess in the back just for your bike. You also come with these straps here with a nice little rubber lining just to protect your bike tire from those extra scuffs and scratches. Over here by the frame mount, you can see how the cradles on the frame mount can move up and down and be rotated around. So to bring down the mast, what you need to do is to loosen this knob. That will give you enough space to lift up this support. Then you can bring it down, and I use the straps on the wheel cradles to secure the mount. There we go. Remember, when you do have a bike rack that some length is added to the back of your vehicle, let's see exactly how much. From the back bumper of our Mazda to the back of this bike rack, it is about 35.5 inches, which is a fair amount of length, but you are carrying around 4 bikes on this platform rack, so that's pretty good. As for ground clearance here at the end, we see by these reflectors to the ground, it is 21.5 inches. So these are clearances you might need to keep in mind when you're parking into your garage or in a tight space, and in terms of ground clearance when you're going up a steep hill or incline. Since this bike rack cannot be tilted away, if you do want to access your hatch, you can see how it works with all the bikes unloaded. So there is plenty of space over here to get into your hatch, put groceries in, take your helmets out, whatever you need to do to have a great day. To fold up the bike rack, first you need to remove this clip and use the knob to rotate the pin out of the way. With that released, you can then fold it up. This is very light for a 4 platform rack. That's one thing I noticed about this while playing around with the bike rack. With it folded up, you do need to put and rotate the knob back in just to make sure it's secure while it is folded up. Alright, once this is tight, you can then insert the clip just to keep it secure. There we go. With it folded up, let's see exactly how long it is now. From our back bumper to the back of our bike rack over here, because this is a little bit further out than even the cradles. It is 13.75 inches, so that's a big difference compared to when it was folded down. You definitely want it in this position when you're driving around town and you're not going out for a bike ride. So as for closest point between the bike rack and the vehicle, We have it here from the back of our car to the end of the cradle, and it is 4.5 inches. So with it folded up, you can see how this rises up a little bit, and that helps a lot, especially with cars that have limited ground clearance. So from the bottom, it is 12 3/4 inches for ground clearance. This fits into 2-inch hitch receivers like what we have here on our Mazda CX-5. It comes with an anti-rattle bolt and a clip. If you do want a lock, you can purchase one separately that works with this bike rack. Due to the anti-rattle bolt, you can see even if I'm shaking as hard as I can, it's mainly the car moving and not our bike rack. Here on our test course, we'll start by going through the slalom. This is going to show us the side-to-side action, which simulates turning corners or evasive maneuvers. Once we get to the alternating speed bumps, we'll see the twisting action. This will simulate hitting a curb or a pothole or driving over uneven pavement. The final thoughts about this bike rack is I do like how light it is and how easy it was to move around and install, especially for platform style racks. I do find it hard to lift my bikes up or lift up the rack to fold it, and this was a lot easier than a lot of the other bike racks I've worked with. As for weight capacity, it's about average with 35 pounds each, so if you do have your normal bikes and you don't want to get too fancy, this is a really good bike rack for you. It does not tilt away, which is a feature other bike racks have, but with everything dismounted, you still can access your cargo area. So that was a look at the Hollywood Racks Destination 4x platform style rack here on our 2020 Mazda CX-5.